you often get irritated? Do people frustrate you? Do you easily get frustrated? Do you wonder why people don't do things correctly? Whether it's someone checking you out at the store, or someone driving, or of course the easy one, your spouse not doing something the way you would do it. How about disappointment? Are you always getting disappointed by people? Then you can be suffering from something that I have suffered from for years. It's called perfectionism, also known as I'm perfect and everyone else should do exactly like I do. You guys know I love to have fun, but this is serious. Can we talk for a minute? If you are living in that place where you're frustrated and disappointed and irritated, guess whose responsibility, also known as fault, it is for that? It's our own fault. It's us that do that to ourselves. It's a prison that I had created for myself. My perfectionism started years ago, is when I was on a competitive sports team. I played basketball for many years, and no one was harder on me than myself. That can be positive in a lot of ways, but what happened was, when I screwed up, whether it was in practice or a game, I beat myself up because I thought for some reason that I should do it perfectly, even after I had just learned a new skill. Then, of course, I entered the world of marriage and parenting. I really don't need to go any further if you've ever been married or have had kids before. But just a couple examples. We can all relate to things our spouses have done that we think we would do differently. And of course, as a parent, we're teaching our kids to be like who? Yeah, pretty much like ourselves. So whether it was picking up shoes left around the house, putting the toilet seat down, wiping the sink from water spots after you're finished, these are all things that drove me crazy in my past. I liked a clean living space. If I had spent time cleaning up the kitchen and somebody came along and made toast and buttered their toast and left breadcrumbs, it would upset me. Really? But I had to decide what was important to me. I came to a point in my life where I recognized that I was making the big deal about it and that it really didn't matter to the other person. It mattered to me. So what I recognized was it was all about me, that it was about my thoughts, my perspective, my judgment on people, and I was living under the weight of that. Holy cow! It's tough to live life like this. When I realized that, it was a big ouch. So freedom was around the corner when I realized that I had the choice to change those feelings. I was like a new woman. I recognized that those things didn't matter to those people, so why should they matter to me? And if it did really matter to me, and that was the big defining question, what really matters to me? Leaving shoes around the house didn't really matter. Water spots on the sink, actually, that did matter. So I'd wipe them down myself. Not a big deal. The bottom line is, you guys, nobody is looking for perfection. When we look at our heroes and people that inspire us, when we look at the people that we are drawn to, these are people who are transparent and who are authentic. We don't draw towards people who are perfect. That just creates a whole nother list of insecurities and things we feel like we can never live up to, or anybody else can for that matter. And that is a no-win situation. Nobody wins with that. So whether you have lived under the weight and the pressure of your own perfectionism and that I don't look good enough, or I don't make enough money, or I didn't work out enough, or all these kind of inadequacies and imperfections. But what I really want you to get out of this is, what are the expectations that we put on other people that they're living under the weight of because we think we're so good, we have it all together, and we know how to handle every situation, that we're constantly judging other people? So the question that I had to realize that subconsciously I was asking myself is, why can't more people be like me? And that's really not my heart. That was not my intention. So it comes down to, instead of judging and expecting so much out of people, I was able to turn that perspective around to how can I love and serve people more and really make it much less about me and more about other people. You know, scripture tells us that if we put others before ourselves, we're going to live a life of freedom and joy. And isn't that what we all want? Love one another. Like it's a new concept, but it's hard. I get that. It's hard, you guys. It's hard in a world and a culture that's telling us it is about me. It's about my happiness. It's about my everything. When in reality, when we put others in front of ourselves, our whole world transforms. And of course, when we're more loving and we're serving others, we change the people around us. So this whole idea of be kind to others, it actually works, but it starts with us. So we need to be kind to ourselves and our own expectations of ourselves, and then turn around and be kind to others and think about the expectations we put on others. So, can we expect our kids to clear the dishes off the table and rinse them and put them in the dishwasher? Yes. Should we expect everyone in the world to remember our birthday? No. Women, can we expect our spouses to read our minds? No. But what we can expect is for us to wake up and make a strong choice. We have the ability to make decisions every day. So I challenge you, live wires, to go out there and love and serve and not expect too much from yourself or from others. You're gonna find that you're living a life, of light shoulders and joy. That's it for today, live wires. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.